Okay, so my name is Samuel Churchman. I am the founder of the Disability Bedfordshire Community Group, and I'm here with Donna today to answer some few questions. Um, so the positives of the group, I feel we are slowly getting there finally after many twists and turns, obviously of just COVID and stuff like that. We are yeah. I feel let's start with the negatives. I feel there's a lot of um. I feel I'm not always the best. I can't always be the best. I mean, I'm not always the best by a mile. I'm not always the best on the group. I mean, myself is. Everyone knows I'm a bit of a rock and roller. I have a certain life, and I'm not afraid to say what I say, but it does get me into trouble sometimes. I suppose the positives you can take out of it is that I've got over 2,500 people who trusted me and believe in me, and have stuck by me throughout this 2022, which is really, really good. Yeah, I got a few fans. Yeah, I got a few fans. I got a few fans. So yeah, I think people have to understand we're all different in the world. I think with our disabilities, we are definitely different. I think we have to be a bit, as you know, everyone. I think people get me. I don't know if they do, but I think people do get me. I think I just say it how it is. I don't think I think what people forget is I don't have an off button. There isn't an off button in my brain which says I must not say that. And I think the best thing is I don't have that off button, and people like that. Some people don't like that, so I have to try and win it round some ways. Or some people do like it, some people don't like it. So I do feel people need to understand me as a person and the autism in general. Actually, I feel not many people get us in the world. Dare I say, not many people get autism. Not many people get myself. Not many people get us in the world, and I think the world. I think by 2030 people will. I hope, but I don't think that's a long way. We've still got a long way to go. I think, but as proven with COVID, we can do it. So I feel we can change the tide very quickly, as we did with COVID. So hopefully that's the same with autism. I think don't be afraid to get help if you really need it. Obviously, I've had times where it does get a bit overwhelming, especially on the group and stuff like that. I think the best thing is to talk to people about it because it's not. We're all different in the world. I think I have to admit, my mother really didn't know I was struggling. So I think you have to talk with your family, and I think your friends sometimes are your best, sometimes your enemies, and sometimes your friends. So I think you have to talk, you have to open up a bit more. I think, but don't be afraid to get help. I think is the big thing of you, and I think I will start talking a bit more. That's why I'm doing this today. Okay, so I am looking for a carer. I've been looking for about we'll be 8 weeks. I've been looking for now. We'll be over 8 weeks by the time it's theirs. But it's really struggling to try and get. It's really difficult to try and find a carer to just do 4 hours on a Friday. It seems to be impossible. I always believed when they said there was a carer's crisis a couple of months ago that I thought it wouldn't hit me, but it has hit me, and I'm really struggling to find someone. But gig buddies, I say, have been so supportive, and they're fantastic people. Fantastic people, fantastic support, and they'll always be friends. They will. They'll always be friends. So a gig buddy is a friend, but of course sort of a carer, but they are to person who most diseases would hate to think a gig buddy's friend. They're not really a carer. A gig buddy's just a carer. A gig buddy's not a carer. They are friends who do stuff together. So they match you. It's like a matching service. So they match you, and you do nice stuff with them. So yeah, it's very good, very positive. Highly recommend that. Gig Buddies Bedford. So you can contact Gig Buddies via Gig Buddies Facebook. You can, and that'll be the best by social media. Gig Buddies Bedford on Facebook, and Gig Buddies they're on all the socials. You can contact them via that. Highly recommend you do that. It's worked for me. It's the life changer for me. I highly recommend you do it, and you get to see some great things you do. And do some great things. Train strikes have been a big one this year. Bus strikes, problems too. It's very frustrating. I do think people have to understand. Sometimes you can't get to these cases where there is obviously train strikes and tube strikes and bus strikes and all sorts like that. I think the problem is with Labour in this country, we are really struggling with that. But I think we have to get better at that somehow. But I do think we need we do need help from councils. I do think we do need help from government with this because it's constantly just it's DAing people. It's not getting people to the right places. What hospital appointments, concerts, all stuff like that. It's really DAing people and it's causing people very much mayhem, and it needs to stop. Job is going very well, thank you. Yeah, very good, very positive, very busy obviously this time of year. But always good, always good, always good, and always well. Um, yeah, finally got there with the job, and it's fantastic and very supportive now. Okay, so the group's plans for next year would be I think we're very strong now. I do think we'll start building again next year. I do think we'll grow in several ways, but I do think we'll be sustainable, and I do think we'll be calmer, and I do think we'll be better. That's all I can promise. I think we've got a stable team now. I do blame myself for some of it. That of course have not helped, but I think we'll turn the tide next year and finally get back on track. But I do blame myself, and I do apologise to myself for not being politically correct sometimes. And I think we'll turn the tide and definitely get there this next year. I think we've got a strong team. If we can keep that team, we'll be good. But I think we'll have to be strong, and we'll definitely be stronger next year and better next year, and we'll do a lot more things next year. I think I want to, as you know, I don't know what I said, I want to do 25 different things next year because I'm 25 next year. So I've got a lot of ideas up my sleeve. Hoping to pull some of them off, which would be quite good. Yeah, some of them are pretty mad, as you know. Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully, we'll do with them, and hopefully, people will get behind us and do that. So hopefully, that's the 25 goals next year. And hopefully, we'll achieve all of them. My Christmas message is for this year: just work hard. We'll get there this year. I know Christmas is obviously a very tough time for myself, as some of you know, and for you guys, it's tough. Don't be sad. Don't do too much. Don't feel you have to go and spend a lot because it's not about that at Christmas. And keep going, and you'll be there. Trust me, you'll be there. And don't feel like I have to spend an earth to do it because Christmas is about family, it's about friends, and it's about all it is fun and being happy. That's all it is. Don't go spending all that. So, if anyone wants to join the group, it's Disability Bedfordshire Community Group. You can join us on that, and we'll quite happy. You can share your experiences, you can share your thoughts, and even if you're having a bad day, you can share that on there. Make sure you join it. Link will be in the description above, or below. Make sure you join us. As we'll, I'm sure many of you will. And thank you for doing this today, Donna, and see you next year.